Hello everyone, welcome to the part 3 of this video. If you missed the previous part, kindly check the description of this video. You'll find the link to the videos, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and the little bell button beside the subscribe button. So in the part 3 of this video, we are going to be solving these 4 examples. It says find the value of x. So we are going to be looking for the value of x in each of these examples. So these are questions that are also under indices. So example, for the first one we have 9 raised to power x is equals to 1 over 729. Now we can rewrite this as 3 raised to power 2, which is equals to 9. 1 raised to power x is equals to 1 over 3 raised to power 6. Now 1 raised to power 6 is the same thing as 1. 3 raised to power 6 is 729. So that's why we can also write it out like this. So if you just simplify it further, we'll have 3 raised to power 2x is equals to 3 raised to power minus 1 or raised to power 6. So don't forget, when we are looking at the law of indices, we have 3 raised to power minus 1 is, we can write it as 1 over 3. So that's what happened here. So if you should simplify it further, we have 3 raised to power 2x is equals to 3 raised to power minus 6 minus 1 times 6, that's minus 6. So at this point, since we have 3 raised to the power 2 raised to power x and 3 raised to power minus 6, we are having 3 here. Both of them are 3. We can cancel them out. So leaving us with 2x is equals to minus 6. So at this point, since we are looking for x, we can just divide both sides. Divide both sides by 2. So what we have is 2x over 2 is equals to minus 6 over 2. So if 2 should cancel 2, minus 6 over 2, 3. So x is equals to 3. So this is the solution to the I. So let's go to the second one. So the example 2 is 8 raised to power x over 2 equals to 2 raised to power 3 over 8 times 4 raised to power 3 over 4. So this is also in the 6, but right here we are looking for the value of x. What is the value of x for this? So we can simplify this further. 8 is the same thing as 2 raised to power 3. So raised to power x over 2 is equals to 2 raised to power 3 over 8 times 2 raised to power 2 is same thing as 4. So we can write it as 2 raised to power 2, then raised to power 3 over 4. So we can have, here we have 2 raised to power, these two power, if you multiply together, 3x over 2 is equals to 2 raised to power 3 over 8 times 2 raised to power, this is 2 times 3 over 4. So that will be 6 over 4. Then this power here, if you should, let me write it out. So that will be 2 times 3 over 4. So that's 6 over 4. We can divide both by 2, giving us 3 over 2. So we just write it here, 3 over 2. So here, 2 raised to power 3x over 2 is equals to, now don't forget the law of indices that we looked at earlier, where we have the same numbers here, like we have in here. If we have two same numbers and different power, we can just pick one and add the 2 power. So that's what we are going to be. Okay, you're not seeing it. So just like we have it in the first law of indices I showed you earlier in the part 1 of this video. So where we have the same numbers but different power. So we can just pick the 1 and add the 2 power like we have it here. We just pick 1 and add the 2 power. So that's what we are going to be doing here. So we're having 2 raised power 3 over 8 plus 3 over 2. So that will give us 2 raised power 3x over 2 is equals to 2 raised power 15. Okay, let me write this line again. I didn't know it wasn't showing. So we have 2 raised power 3x over 2 is equals to 2. So if you to solve this, let me just solve this outside the question. So we have 3 over 8 plus 3 over 2. The LCM here is 16. So 16 divided by 8 is 2 times 3. That will be 6 plus 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 3, that's 24. So that's 30 over 16. So you can divide it by 2. 2 can divide each of them. So 2 here is 15, 2 here is 8. So if you find the LCM of this, it will give us if you have to simplify this, it will give us 15 over 8. So you can come and write it here, 15 over 8. So at this point, we can also cancel out this 2 because they are having 2 raised power 3x over 2 equals to 2 raised power 15 over 8. So we can cancel out this 2. What will be left with is 3x. Oh, sorry. So what will be left with will be 3x over 2 is equals to 15 over 8. So what is just left here is to make x the subject of the formula, or we can as well cross multiply. So let's do that. So if you are to cross multiply, we'll have 3x times 8 is equals to 15 times 2. I will just write it out direct. That will be 30. So if you are to make x the subject of the formula here, so we have x is equals to 30 over 8 times 3. So 3 here 1, 3 in 30 will give us 10. So if you are to simplify it further, we have 10 over 8. 2 can divide each of them. So 2 here is 5, 2 here 4. So our answer is 5 over 4. So that means for this question, 8 raised power x over 2 equals to 2 raised power 3 over 8 times 4 raised power 3 over 4. So the value of x in this expression is 5 over 4. So that's the solution for the number 2. So let's go to the number 3. So the number 3 is square root of 3 raised to power x equals to 3 root 9. So solving this, we'll have square root of 3 raised to power x is equals to 9 raised to power 1 over 3. Here we are applying law of indices. 9 raised to power 1 over 3. So right from this, at this point now, we can find square both sides. So let's attempt to square both sides. So we have square root of 3 raised to power x. If we should square it, is equals to 9 raised to power 1 over 3. If we should square it, so this square will cancel this. Then for this 9 raised to power 1 over 3, let me just simplify it at this side. So what it means is that 9 raised to power 1 over 3 times 9 raised to power 1 over 3. So applying 1 over 3, applying indices here is same as 9 raised to power 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. So if you should simplify this, we'll have 9, LCM is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, giving us 9 raised to power 2 over 3. So that's the answer for 9 raised to power 1 over 2, 1 over 3 square is 9 raised to power 2 over 3. So we can come and write it here as 3 raised to power x is equals to 9 raised to power 2 over 3. So we can break it further as having 3 raised to power x is equals to 3 raised to power 2 into bracket 2 over 3. So that will be 3 raised to power x is equals to, if we should multiply these two power, we will have 3 raised to power 4 over 3. So at this point now we can cancel out this 3 because we're having 3 here, and there's equals to in between, so that will be equals to, so our answer will be x is equals to 4 over 3. So that's the answer for the third examples under this video. Now for the fourth one, we have square root of x squared plus 9 is equals to x plus 1. So I want you to look at this example and then solve it. Let me know what your answer will be. So after solving this question, your answer will be equals to 4. So solve this question and let me know if you arrive at 4. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next in the part 4 of this video, where we are going to be rounding up everything about indices.